Hey, good afternoon. Steve Brooks here with Friday's Inside Look by Brooks. Hope everybody had a great week. I understand we're getting a cool front in Florida, and we're going to wake up tomorrow morning to 60-degree weather, and that will be so welcomed by everybody I know. It's been a really hot, humid summer here in Florida. So I kind of wanted to follow up today on the conversation we had last week about Roundup. And, the deeper dive I take in looking at the situation with Roundup, it's not a pretty picture. For years and years, Monsanto has vigorously lobbied to oppose any kind of GMO labeling. And when I say GMO, it's genetically modified foods. So why wouldn't they want the consumer, you and I, to have the choice to know whether we are consuming a food or a beverage or a wine that's been grown from genetically modified seeds? And the truth of the matter is they don't want us to know, because they know it's scary, that those seeds are scary. The foods that are produced from those seeds are scary. And here's why they're scary. So Monsanto genetically modified a seed so that it would be resistant to Roundup. Roundup is a herbicide which kills weeds. Unfortunately, when you kill the weeds, sometimes you also kill the plant. And so they wanted farmers to be able to grow plants, but kill the weeds without killing the plant. So they developed these seeds that are resistant to Roundup. And so farmers can then go liberally spray their fields with Roundup without fear that it's going to kill the plant. So here's the thing about Roundup, or glyphosate is the main product in Roundup. It doesn't wash off the food. It doesn't cook off when you cook it. Once it is absorbed in the food, it is there. And they are finding traces of glyphosate in baby formula, in organic wine. So what happens is you've got an organic farmer who has a farm next door to a farmer who is using Roundup, and you get the overspray into the organic farm. You get glyphosate into the water. The organic farmer is watering his crops with water from a well that's been contaminated with glyphosate. So there are some studies that show, Monsanto argues, well, the glyphosate intrusion into our foods and our food system is so minute that it's not harmful. Well, there's studies that show that, and this is one where they found it in organic wine, they found 23 parts per billion of glyphosate in organic wine. Now, the studies that are out there that show that glyphosate is harmful, that it can cause cancer, shows that 1 part per trillion can cause cancer. So Monsanto is downplaying 23 parts per billion as not being harmful. And that was found in organic wine. But 1 part per trillion can cause cancer. So, it sounds like fuzzy math when the science seems to be clear that even a minute amount of glyphosate in your foods is problematic. So, they've obviously opposed having the government label any of the foods that have been grown with genetically modified seeds that contain Roundup as being carcinogenic. But the real troubling thing that I found, the most troubling, is they don't even want us to label the food. This food is GMO, this food is non-GMO. So that at least, even if we agree to disagree on whether or not Roundup is carcinogenic, that at least we as consumer would have a choice to choose the non-GMO seed and then be comfortable at least knowing that that was grown in a field that wasn't drenched in Roundup. But they don't even want us to have that opportunity. So when you take away a consumer's ability to choose the path they want to take with their health, that is disturbing. So Monsanto, I can tell you this, the lawyers are coming and changing your name to Bayer. Bayer and Monsanto merged, and they're going to get rid of the Monsanto name because it probably has a lot of baggage. That's not going to help. So this is an issue that will not go away, and it is a hot topic in the legal community, and we are coming. So just wanted to put that out there. I'm excited about this litigation. The more I research it, the madder I get. And, we're looking forward to that. If you have any questions about what I've talked about Roundup, about genetically modified seeds, about something that may have happened to you because you feel like you've been exposed to Roundup, if you have multiple myeloma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, leukemia, those are 3 common outcomes of Roundup exposure. Feel free to email me, steve@brookslawgroup.com, or give me a call, and be glad to chat with you. Thanks for joining me today. Look forward to seeing you next Friday, and have a great weekend. Thanks.